Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tuesday evening, April 24th, 2018, and at this time I will call our regular scheduled Orange City Council meeting to order. Item 2, I would ask Councilmember Mello to lead us in the invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance. Would you please rise and bow your head?
Dear Lord God, Holy Father, thank you for all the many blessings that you give us. Whenever we look at it, everything that's good comes from you. You provide all for us, anything that's good. Please be with us as we make decisions to run our city. Help us to make those in your will. These things I pray in your Holy Son's name. Amen.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Councilman Mello. Item 3, motion finding that the advanced postings and notice requirements of Article 8.1200 of the Code of Ordinances of the City of Orange, Texas have been met in relation to all minutes and pending ordinances and resolutions on this agenda, and that the reading of such items be confined to the captions as are agreed upon by the ordinances and resolutions. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 4, approval of minutes. A, July 6, 2017, joint meeting of the Planning and Zoning Commission and the City Council.
So moved.
We have a motion second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 4B, March 6, 2018, Planning and Zoning Commission meeting.
So moved.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 4C, April 3rd, 2018, special call City Council meeting.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. And last 4D, April 10th, 2018, regular City Council meeting.
So moved.
We have a motion
Second.
and a second. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passes. Item 5, citizen comments. At this time, comments will be taken from the audience on any subject matter, whether or not that item is on the agenda. All comments are limited to a maximum of 3 minutes for each speaker. Your comments are appreciated, as the Texas Open Meetings Act does not allow the council to respond to items not listed on the agenda. Your comments will be duly noted by the council and forwarded to the appropriate department for prompt consideration. I have 2 people that signed up. Ms. Jessie Belfield, please come to the podium and state your name and address.
Belfield, 1907 Link Street. Greetings to y'all. I want to say first thanks to the city manager and the police department. I had to call them 3 times. I had different things. Now, not nobody was at me because Smith and Weston sleep with me. But I needed them, and they were there. And I want to say thank you to the city manager and the police department. If you need them, they're there for you.
Amen. Amen.
I told y'all get your pencils out. I asked to put a sign on the water tower on Simmons Drive. I don't see that sign that says orange yet. Don't tell me you don't have any money. If you don't, find some. And I want to ask what happened to the TV program. I don't see that on the council on the TV program. Now, I don't have Tex-Mex and all them things y'all have. I'll have to look at the television. And I don't see the council on there anymore. People are leaving Orange. We've lost about 3 families from our church. The people come in here and they work, and they're not paying taxes. But yet and still they're coming into our city and we are losing people. At the professional building by the hospital, the mailbox is awful. Do y'all see these things? The mailbox looks awful. And we need to clean up the city. I ride around all the time, and I see mailboxes almost falling down, and they need to be fixed and need painting. Also, I checked with the water hydrant. You know where you get the water out? It's supposed to be red. I don't know what color it is, if they can even find the hydrant. They need to be painted. If you can't find no paint to get there, ask me and I might buy you some. They look all rusty. And I want to say, Jay Trahan, anytime you need anything, Jay is there. And you can depend on him. You have people that work for the city that you can depend on. Now, when I go to the professional building, which I've been going, y'all know I have trigeminal neuralgia, and if you don't know what that is, don't bother. When I go there and I see the mailbox, I say it's about to fall down. It needs painting. Let the mail people do something. Let the United States government do something with the mailboxes. Let's do something for Orange. On this side of the track, I came by a sandwich. I think they opened up something now. There's nowhere to buy nothing. So we need to try to bring people back as much as we possibly can. And I want y'all to know that I'm riding and riding and riding, looking, because I know what needs to be done. I didn't just sit up there. I worked for the people, and they all worked for me, because if you don't, I'm going to tell you. But listen to what I said, and I told y'all to write it down. The water fountain hydrants need painting. The sign on the tower needs to be up there for Orange. You coming in from Louisiana, lady was on 62. She said, I thought this was the main. I said, that's not the main drag, but it's a nice one on 62. Thank y'all for listening to me. And whenever I feel like it, I will be back, because this is my city. And I'm gonna make sure we do the best we can, because we losing people working in the city. They're trying to put a plant here and a plant there, and they're going, they're not paying the taxes. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bellfield. Next up, Mr. Don Insel.
Yes, my name is Don Insel. My address is 96 West Cypress Avenue, Orange, Texas. Basically, I have a question for the council. I'm trying to find out the work that the city of Orange or the county is putting out for bid. Where are the listings found of what is the work that's going to be done? And the other question I had was that I was at a meeting, and there was an award of a contract. And the contract, what I heard was that there were 3 bidders on the contract, but 2 of them didn't fill out the paperwork correctly, and so their bid was canceled. Okay, but the contract was awarded to the only person that filled out the contract. So I've done telephone work for 45 years, so I know a little bit about bidding. And what I couldn't understand was there doesn't seem to be, and I don't know if I've never looked at your contract, but there has to be, when you put out work, there must be somebody that looks at the work and put a cost on it and say, well, this is going to cost $10. And if somebody bid on it and it doesn't come within 10% of the engineers or whomever puts the cost, if it doesn't come between, that bid is supposed to be taken back. So I don't know whether this is happening. If it is, I'll apologize for my statement, but I want to know, is it happening? And so who do I see about that?
You can see our Public Works Director sitting up there right after the meeting.
All work is done by the public's work.
Well, he does a good portion of it.
He knows where the
Projects.
contracts are listed for bid, and
I think he can help you
Okay.
with your questions.
thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone else that would like to address the council during citizen comments? Okay, we'll close citizen comments and we'll move to item 6. Ordinances. A, first reading. Consider an ordinance of the City of Orange, Texas, suspending the rates proposed by CenterPoint Energy Resources Corp., DBA CenterPoint Energy Intex, and CenterPoint Energy Texas Gas, CenterPoint R Company, Company's Gas Reliability Infrastructure Program, acronym GRIP, filing made with the city on March 29, 2018, finding that the meeting complies with the Open Meetings Act, making other findings and provisions related to the subject, and declaring an effective date. Dr. Oubre.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. Each time CenterPoint requests a rate increase, the city has the right to audit that request and review it and then negotiate with the requester on what is a proper rate increase. And one thing it is allowed to do is defer that rate increase for 45 days while they have these negotiations. This is the first reading suspending that rate increase for 45 days. And normally within that timeline, your consultant, Dan Lawton, is able to either confirm that it is a proper request or negotiate a different rate increase that will be passed at a later date.
Have we already given them a contract to work for us on this? I know that we had on.
Each owner, about January, we renew our contract with Dan Lawton to use his consulting services to negotiate this kind of a rate increase and that kind of, and also our Entergy type rate increase.
So does it cover all of them? In other words, I know
Yes, sir.
that we've had Energy
Yes,
for
sir.
a long
And
time.
there's even times that I call him about franchise payments or things to make sure they're within the proper payment schedule.
I make a motion to approve it.
We have a